Yo, what's going on, FG fam? Welcome to episode number 36 of the Miami Marlins franchise here on MLB the Show 21. Today we will finally get to the end of the regular season here in season number 3 of this Marlins franchise. Where will the Marlins set themselves up? Will they win the division? Will they lose it to the Mets and have to play their way in through the wild card game? Find out today. I know you don't want to miss it, so make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, which is exactly what we do here. Make sure that you guys are sharing this video anywhere that you can so that we can get all kinds of new eyes in here. Make sure you guys check out the links to the Discord and the Twitch in the description below. I'd appreciate seeing you guys over there when I live stream throughout the week, usually between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I start. And without further ado, let's get this episode going, so don't go anywhere. And we are approaching the end of season number 3 here in this Miami Marlins franchise. Getting through the Cincinnati Reds series. Didn't get any critical situations there, but we do win the final game against Cincinnati. Currently holding a pretty strong lead against the New York Mets. Cincinnati and the Cardinals coming down to the wire. They've both won around 78 games here, but the Reds won up in the loss column, so we'll see how that comes down to the end as well. Philadelphia series, we lose the first game 4-3. We got a critical situation here with Mike Trout at the plate. Down 1-0 here in the 9th. We'll see if we can get the win against Philadelphia. Mike Trout up at the plate, 0-1 count. He dribbles this one onto short. Second baseman comes over, makes the play. Zach Wheeler trying to get through a complete game. There's Gleyber Torres. He takes that out to right, but it is caught for the final out of the ball game, and Zach Wheeler goes a complete game shutout for Philadelphia at Citizens Bank Park. So a big win for Philadelphia. That's their 69th win of the year. Nice. Joe Girardi, who knows what his future will hold, but a big-time spoiler right here as the Phillies take down our Marlins. Alcantara picks up the loss. He only gave up 1 run, but it was enough. Lose another 1-0 game to the Phillies to get swept, and now look at the Mets. They've won 2 in a row. We've lost 3 in a row. It is getting much closer. Looks like the Reds are still in a tight battle. The American League pretty much decided, except for that West Division. A's and Astros battling it out over there in the AL West. One of them will win the division. One of them will go to the wild card. And now a series against the Washington Nationals on the road again. This one to end the season, this series. Eloy Jimenez comes up, ropes one into center field. We're down a run, but this will score the tying run at the plate as Javi Baez slides through head first. So in the top of this 9th inning, here is Mike Trout, sends this one deep out to left. Not deep enough. So there's the final out of the 9th. We go into Garrett Crochet pitching here in the bottom half of this 9th inning against Washington. He's had a decent season so far, and we'll see what ends up happening in the bottom of the 9th. There's a base hit up the middle, a leadoff base hit for the 97 speeder. That's going to be tough to stop. Here a bunt attempt goes wrong. That's out number 1. Caught behind the plate. Here's an 0-2 pitch, and this one is slammed out to right if it stays fair, and it does. It's Juan Soto. His 52nd homer of the year is a walk-off for Washington, and Nationals Park goes absolutely bonkers with the win here tonight. Nationals get a big win, 6-4. Nationals were in that wild card race for a really long time. They dropped out at the end. They cannot make the playoffs, but they would love to stop us from winning this division. And Juan Soto with 2 bombs in the game. We then lose 6-4 on the next night. So now tied with the Mets. They've won 4 in a row. We have lost 5 in a row to end the season. We are going into the playoffs cold. Whether we win the division or get a wild card, it's going to be a pretty cold one. So we definitely want to win game 162. We'll see if we can get that done here in this episode. So still the AL West, still not decided. One of those 2 teams is going to win the division. One will host the wild card against the Red Sox. But first, let's take a look at Great American Ballpark, where the Reds hold that slim 1-game lead against the St. Louis Cardinals. If the Reds win here today, they will win the NL Central. If they lose here today, they'll play a game 163. It is Sean Manaea on the mound, a 13-4 record on his season. There's Miles Mikolas opposing him, 9-12 on his season with a 3.26 ERA. We'll see which pitcher can emerge victorious today. Mike Moustakas at the plate in the bottom of the second, and Moose slams this one out to right field. That is gone. The Reds take the early 1-0 lead on Mike Moustakas' 30th home run of the year, if I could speak any English. There's Moustakas crossing the plate, giving the Reds the lead, and we'll see what the rest of this game brings in store. The very next batter, Tim Anderson, up against Mikolas on the 2-2 count, and Tim Anderson goes the other way out to left field. That is gone as well. Like a girl in a country song, it is gone. 23rd homer of the year for Tim Anderson. And now back-to-back solo shots here in this second inning is going to give the Reds the 2-0 lead. So looking to close out this division against the division rival. Here we go to the top of the third. 2 on, 1 away for St. Louis. This dribbler onto first base is taken care of, but the first run of the game comes home for St. Louis. Harrison Bader with an opportunity and a runner on third base. Batting .244 on the year, and this isn't getting any better. That one's taken care of at first base. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Moustakas again. He's 1 for 1 with a homer already. This time he goes the other way to left field. He's hit one to right. He's hit one to left. Mike Moustakas, the Moose, with his 31st homer of the season, his second of the game in as many at-bats. And Moustakas leading this team to victory right now. The Reds go up 3-1, 3 solo shots to get him in this spot. Tim Anderson, of course, coming up after him. But here we go to the bottom of the sixth. Mike Moustakas again with a runner on third. Moustakas hits this one into the gap. That's a double. So Moustakas 3 for 3. And he's got 3 RBIs on the ball game, 2 homers. He is playing amazing. Tim Anderson comes up right after him, and Anderson to straightaway center. This thing is gone. Cannot be brought back into the stadium. Nice attempt to try to bring it back, but his 24th homer this season, over 400 feet, and Tim Anderson hits his second bomb of the ball game. So between Moustakas and Tim Anderson, these Reds are roaring to get into the playoffs and get things going. Absolutely offensive explosion here for them, and look who's coming in. Friends, Kelioho Brabovic, a user prospect now playing in the majors. He comes up against Davey Grullon, and this one is laced out to left field, and that is gone. Brabovic gives one up here to Davey Grullon, and what a bomb that is. I don't know who Davey is. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know a lot of players in the MLB, but not one I'm abreast on. So if you're a Cardinal fan, let me know who the heck that is. Cam Bedrosian coming into the game here for the Reds. 8-2 record on this season, and in relief, he pitched in 76 games. That's a hell of a lot. 3.66 ERA up against Paul Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt grounded over to second. That one is thrown on to first for out number 1. 6-2 game here, 2 outs remaining. Randall Grichuk up at the plate, and Grichuk is going to hit this one pop fly into foul territory, very easily taken care of for out number 2. Here's Pat Valaika. Pat Valaika up at the plate. Oh, gonna let that one go, and that one called a strike 3. 6-2 win for the Cincinnati Reds as they will officially win the NL Central. If you're a Reds fan, let me know how happy you are that they will be in this postseason. Good chance we'd play them if we can win the division. We'll find out if we can do that next. Mike Moustakas, 2 homers. Tim Anderson with 2 homers. Both guys with 3 RBIs. That's all 6 of them for the Reds. So here we go into game number 162. Marlins on the road against the Nationals. Nationals actually looking to sweep here to end the season. They've had a .318 batting average in this series, but their pitching's given up 8 runs total in 2 games. Marco Gonzalez will be on the mound, 16-6 with a .282 ERA and a .110 whip. He's had a great year for the Nationals. Closing the season here on Throwback Day. Nationals wearing their Expos unis. Miami Marlins wearing their Florida Marlin jerseys. Pablo Lopez, 32 starts this year, 15-9 with a .346 ERA. There are your 2 starters. We go to the top of the 3rd. Mike Trout up at the plate. He gets this one through that third base shortstop gap. Runner coming all the way home and easily making it in for the first run of the ball game. Still 1 away. Runners on the corners. It's Gleyber Torres, and he gets one to get past third base. That one will bring home another run and leave 2 on with 1 away. So now 2 on, 2 out for Eloy Jimenez. He gets this one into center field, bouncing and dribbling, and that's the 3rd run of the ball game already. So a 3-run 3rd so far. Here's Bobby Bradley, and this one caught on the liner to second. So 3 runs in that 3rd inning. We go all the way to the 7th inning. No other runs coming across the plate. There's an infield pop fly with some runners on base, so Conforto blows an opportunity there. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and here's a chance. Guillermo Marquez with bases loaded, but he gets the out barely to prevent any runs from coming across the plate for Washington. So a 3-0 ball game as we go to the 9th. And Ryan Muller coming in to try to get the save. It would be his 19th save of his young season. .484 ERA this year. He's struggled a little bit against righties. Here he'll take on Josh Bell, who luckily for him is a lefty. He gets him the deep fly out to right field on the pull hit there for out number 1. Now Lorenzo Cain up at the plate. He takes strike 3, low and in the zone. So Muller getting ready to try to close this out. Adley Rutschman swings through the running fastball, and there you go. Florida Marlin jerseys. Miami Marlin team getting the 3-0 win today here on the road in D.C. Marlins weren't going to continue to lose, right? Like, they couldn't end the season on a 6-game losing streak. That would just be crazy. Pablo Lopez, player of the game and the win. He pitched 5 scoreless innings. Bullpen carried it the rest of the way. Torres, Jimenez, and Trout with RBIs in that 3rd inning. All runs coming in that 3rd inning. And for Washington, the only thing to highlight is Duvall's double and the fact that Marco Gonzalez really didn't pitch all that poorly. But the Mets win their game as well, ending their season with a 5-game win streak. That means that there will be a game 163, and that will be coming in the next episode. So still not into the postseason yet, but we will get there on Saturday. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that episode coming. But the Astros do get the AL West win as they win their game and the A's do not. So, taking a look at the final regular season. I don't know if game 163 counts in these stats, but taking a look at the stats for the season. Javi Baez with 45 homers for us this year. Absolutely incredible. JJ Bleday, I'm hearing some rumors that he could maybe end up being the starter next year. So if you're excited for that, make sure to drop a like on the video. And, of course, the pitching. So hopefully we'll have good pitching in game 163. We got to take on the New York Mets. They will be pitching Joey Lucchesi. We will be pitching Sandy Alcantara. So this is going to be a wild game. In the next episode, we'll also take a look at both wild card games, whether we play in it or not. So if you're excited for that, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, which is exactly what we do here. Take a look in the description for a link to the Discord to connect outside of YouTube and a link to the Twitch to come see me live. Usually I'll start going live anywhere between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come on over, have a good time playing all kinds of games. Been playing a lot of NCAA football over there, and if you want to see more franchise, make sure to click right here to see some more franchise.
I feel you back somehow.